Bid and sell like a pro with Sheerdrive Pro.
State-of-the-art used vehicle platform.
Fasten your seatbelts because I'm in conversation with Ravi Mehra, the founder and CEO of Sheerdrive. Today we are going to talk about Sheerdrive Pro, which is one of the leading vehicle auctions B2B platforms. Wonderful to have you with us.
Thanks, Sonia. Nice to be here again.
Lovely, lovely. So what is Sheerdrive Pro platform all about? What makes it unique?
It's the best auction platform for used vehicles that exists in the country, using really high-tech, state-of-the-art technology platforms. It integrates buyers and sellers across the country. Like I said, it's state-of-the-art. That's why it's called Pro.
Super. What are the key features which makes it different from the other platforms?
I think it's built around the environment of wanting to build trust and transparency. So most of the tools that you'll find on Sheerdrive Pro right now are designed towards trying to get bidders who would probably want to bid for a vehicle online get more access to information about the vehicle as compared to what they'd get on any other platform. This is one of the only platforms which will tell you about all the statutory government liabilities that exist on a vehicle. It'll showcase the vehicles in shots that you otherwise wouldn't get. It will give you, in certain auctions, the repair estimates of the vehicles. Mm-hmm. It will tell you what the right price band for this vehicle should be, to helping you place an educated bid for the vehicle. And it uses a lot of machine learning and AI at the back end to try and get our bidders the edge that they need to become, not just bidders, but pro bidders, so to speak. So I think, that's where we're very, very different.
Excellent. So how do you ensure transparency and safety of data?
I think, look, when it's paramount. Mm-hmm. Again, it's a hygiene. It's hygiene. If you want to play tech, you have to be, compliant. I think, like I said, we use state-of-the-art tech. The information that we currently host in our backends, whether it's pricing related or bidder related or our clients related, is using the highest levels of securities right now. This exchange is seamless. It's digital. So it's paramount. It's hygiene. We don't even consider it to be a value add. It's just something that you need to have. It's like a bathroom in a house. It just has to be there.
Right.
So
mandatory.
It's just mandatory. It's just there. It is there. That's how this is built. Yeah.
You're doing huge numbers on the portal. So what are the key drivers?
Yeah, so look, the numbers are simple. We're currently, we've got a bidder engagement pool of roughly close to 25,000 odd used vehicle dealers across the country. We've got we auction roughly close to 100,000 odd vehicles every single month.
Wow.
I think, what we're doing, really, really different is listening to our customers. That I think is paramount. That's the reason why we've got where we are. We constantly keep asking our bidders what are features sets that they would like that they don't have access to currently in other auction platforms. We constantly keep looking back at our sellers who are also our customers to try and understand what is it that they think will add more value to their vehicles. We constantly start looking at the way we currently catalog these vehicles on our platform in the live auction environment, to get our bidders the right UX, UI that they need to understand what they're bidding on more educatedly. So I think these are some of the things that I think, we really do well. We've done well. I don't think we've got there yet, but we are still in that process. But I think that's what's given us the edge of being where we are at the moment. Yeah.
And to give a seamless experience, customer
experience.
I
think that's absolutely important. It's like I said, the world's changing. You can't say you're digital if you have only 10% of your transaction your transaction flow being digitized and that 90% being offline. When you say you want to digitize, you have to make sure that all of it is digitized. Whether it's the way you get people to see your inventory by the cataloging that you give them, whether it's the way they engage with your platform to place prices, whether it's in the way they go out there and make their commitments or their payments, whether it's the way they actually take paperwork deliveries on the platform. All of that. Of course, getting the car delivered in the real world will still need to be offline. But yes. I think it's imperative that you look at all those four, cornerstones. They're extremely important.
Absolutely. So you recently acquired Superbids.
Yeah. So Superbids was acquired almost 5.5 years, 5 years ago. I think 5 years ago. We rebranded Superbids and actually called it Sheerdrive Pro. because we truly wanted a professional, end-to-end, new age tech stack. So the entire technology framework has been changed. The entire platform engagement tools have been changed. And I think it was rebranded to Sheerdrive Pro.
Thanks for sharing that, because I was very curious to know, because Superbit is also a super name.
Yeah, Superbit was a super name. It was run by another gentleman whose company we acquired. But Sheerdrive Pro is,
gives you that edge.
Yeah, it's just different platform altogether. The only thing that we integrated from there was some of the clients that they were working with and some of the bidders that they had impaneled with them at that point. Just to give you a brief idea, when it was Superbids, we were currently auctioning around 20,000 odd vehicles a month, roughly working with around 6,000 odd bidders. For the last 2 years, it's been called Pro. The revenue has grown almost 100% year on year, and the business is skyrocketed.
Wow.
And I gave you the numbers: 100,000 odd vehicles every month auction, 25,000 odd bidders. So yeah, it's a different team, it's a different product, it's different tech. So we thought we'd want to call it a different name as well. And that's why Sheerdrive Pro maybe.
All right. So who are the sellers on the platform?
So we engage with a host of business sellers that actually deal with vehicles. On top of them sit manufacturers who actually run new car dealership stores, who give us our inventory that they've gone ahead and exchanged using another brand that we use, which is called VR. They actually evaluate those cars using that product, and that seamlessly integrates to our auction platform. So we get that inventory from there. We work with banks, NBFCs. To give you some numbers, we work with roughly close to 100 new car dealership stores that give us this inventory. Close to 65 odd banks and NBFCs in the country work with us on a month-on-month basis. We work with roughly 5-6 leasing and companies that offer leased vehicles as sellers as well. We work with a host of insurance companies as well that actually also list their vehicles with us, which are damaged or total lost or damaged in transit kind of vehicles. So that makes the seller base. And then we auction not just cars, we auction bikes, trucks, tractors, a lot of anything that's got wheels, we actually go out there and auction. You've got used vehicle dealers at the other end who have access to this inventory and they bid real time.
So that's really vast and diverse.
Yeah, it is. But we've had the opportunity of trying to do things outside as well of vehicles, because it's such a nice tech platform that we have that we could probably start doing gold or real estate or airplanes and yachts and a whole lot of other stuff. But we still think there's a lot of work that needs to go into the auto tech space per se. So we're limiting our perspective to automotive at the moment. But it is. Who knows the future? We don't know.
When do we see the flying cars and the flying scooters?
I don't know. I think first India will need to transition to battery operated ones, and then start thinking of stuff like that. But I think given how Sonia, tech is disrupting at the moment, given the way how technology is evolving, given how much it's now opening up people's abilities to envisage new products and actually create them. Because of the ease of technology, you don't even need a code now to create, a software or a website or an app. I think you're getting to a point where, that dream is not far away. You
Absolutely.
Already have people who have
automobile
vehicles that are actually flying right now, and I think when I say the future, being near, I just think it's not just about innovating those products, but actually making them mainstream. Which I think will also happen very soon. Yeah.
So Ravi, which is your dream car?
Well, I like a Bugatti, if I could get one. Bugatti Veyron probably would be my dream car. Yeah.
Will it ever come on the Sheerdrive?
Oh, I sure hope so, Sonia. And when that happens, we'll probably really throw out a big celebration. But yeah, I think why not? Yes, why not?
Looking forward for it.
We have auctioned Rolls-Royce Phantoms and a whole lot of other cars as well.
Wow.
But not a Bugatti Veyron yet. But yeah.
That's next.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe.
So what's your roadmap for next 5 years?
I think it's simple. There are 13 different auction companies, 13 odd different auction companies that operate in the auto, tech auctioning space. They truly believe that they compete amongst each other. I truly believe they don't. almost 80% of India's B2B supply is still offline. So our biggest competitors would be the offline market. So there's a lot of road and ground to be covered there. I think in the next 5 years you'll see the space, the split of what's online and what's offline really moving now to, I think, being 60-40 almost, being online. And I think I'm not just talking about being organized. There's this thing about the organized trade is already at 20% or 30%. I'm talking about digitized, tech driven. And I think I think the future is definitely about the huge acceleration that I see of tech becoming at the forefront. I also believe that you'll see at least 2-3 new unicorns being born in this space. There are already a few that exist, but I think just the opportunity size of this market and what India is becoming now in the auto space is so huge that you'll still see 1 or 2 new emergents coming. I also see that in the next maybe 2 to 3 years actually, you'll see some of these actually IPOing as well in this space.
Wow, and probably one is sitting next to me.
I sure hope that we get there. But yeah, I mean that's something that you need to do when you have investors, and you have to give them a value multiplier to the investments that they've made. But why not? Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Excellent. So what is your competitive advantage?
I think our competitive advantage would be that number one competitive advantage would be that we really listen to our customers. And the second one would be that we take that and try and make sure that we can make that as part of the product offering that we have. These two things are paramount. One is listening to your customers.
Yes, absolutely.
And the second is to making sure that you've taken all the feedback that they have and tried to get your product to get to its next level so that you can meet your customers' need. I'm sorry, that is exactly why Superbids was bought down and Sheerdrive Pro was built. We took those feedbacks and we understood that there were shortfalls to the current platform and that they had to be fixed. And otherwise, we weren't doing a great job with our service levels with our customers, whether they are bidders or our sellers. And I think that is hygiene. It's one of those core North Stars that we have that we keep, inside. So I think listening to your customers and getting that feedback translated into working products and then making sure that you maintain your service levels is something that it's kept us afloat so far.
Yes, when you deliver value, the world is yours.
101%. 101%. I think you summed that better than me. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Absolute
and
pleasure,
keep
Sona.
accelerating your journey.
Look forward.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Much.